Hello, Jamie back from Inky&Scrappy with my Let's Start Stamping series this week. Let's do an Ohuhu update. I did not realize they switched their numbering system in their new markers, so I have them listed as the 2025 numbers. It might have been the end of, I don't know, the end of last year when they switched them. I have no clue. Anyway, so if you've been following along number-wise and I've been saying numbers and you're like, girl, that doesn't match, that's exactly why it doesn't match. I have updated the list on my Etsy shop, so if you're looking for that, if you've already bought it, I think you can go on and download the new list. The new list will have the same name, but it says 2025 on it. I do believe it says updated 2025 or something like that. So just a quick overview of it. It's gonna have the old name, the 2025 new name. So Buttercup Yellow, Golden Champagne is going to be behind it. If it does not fit in that spot, it will be over on the notes line. And I kind of like it over there, so I might end up switching it and moving all of them over on that side. But I have not decided 100% yet if I'm going to do it that way. But this is currently how it is on the site. And then of course it has the Honolulu brush marker, the old number. If it was in Ohuhu fine, it would be here, like this brown, gray, dark sand, which would have been Y11 in the old one. For the Honolulu, it would have been E280 in the Oahu fine. If it had a Kahala marker, it's just going to have the little X in the box, kind of like the light gold slash, or barium yellow slash light gold one had. I probably should have done that one all the way across. Anyways. The numbering system for the Kahala line is the same as the Oahu line, and so I just put an X there to kind of save space on my sheet, so I didn't have to, like, it's not going to print out an extra 13 pages just to get the notes on there. So that's kind of why I did it that way. And then it'll have that new number in the new system, which is that Y26 on, of course, that barium yellow one. And then the old 2020 Oahu numbers, or the Oahu numbers are going to be on there yet, just because I still have those, so I still use those. I wanted to leave them on there if anyone else. Granted, in like probably the next couple of years, if I update it again, those ones might disappear. I don't know. Let's see. Anything I have for notes is going to be over here. So if it's a duplicate on the old two systems, I don't have all of the ones that are duplicates on this one in there yet, because yeah, we'll just say it was a lot of work to get this number added and all the things. You can find that on the Oahu site. It's under the support, so you can enter in any marker number and it'll give you the variations of the other numbers. So if that's, you know, it will, I think it tells you the new name. It doesn't tell you what the old name was, but it'll tell you the new name, and then so it'll say Y611 is dark sand, and it converts to E280 in the Oahu. So that's kind of where we're at on that one. It's there for you. Have at it. I will try to add numbers in. I cheated because I recorded, and it didn't go very well. So it's called life, man. We're gonna play with the flying monkeys from LaLa and Crafts today. It's probably my last Halloween card of the season for, you know, at least for my Let's Start Stamping series. I will still be doing Halloween cards every month, hopefully the last day of the month, for my Get Creeping on Halloween series that I do. I've done, I think it'll be the 4th year in the making this year. I think maybe 3rd. I don't know. I've been doing it for a while. I've got a lot of Halloween cards. So I think we're going to use this one. I like that, just one cackle away from the Wicked Witch and we will come and carry you away. Or just one cackle from the Wicked Witch and we will come and carry you away. So I think I like this little guy. I think we're going to do that one today. I think this one might be a postage stamp one. I'm thinking that would be really cute in a big, I don't know if I have it. I'll have to see. But I'm getting ideas. I came into this with nothing, so we have that. But I liked the flying monkey delivery service, and that's where I was going to go with this one. But fly, my pretties, fly. I'll get you, my pretties, and your little dog, too. I might make a really good Wicked Witch. In real life, too. Anyways, so we're going to stamp this out with Fawn Jet Black Ink that I am not. This is my 2025 ink pad that I just bought. I hate it. I hope you have the older version, or I'm going to try the Lisa Horton one. I think next week I will be close enough to a craft store that might carry it in stock so I don't have to order it. I've been trying not to order more things. But so I'm hoping they have it in stock, and then I'll be able to try it next time with you, or the following time with you. And we'll see how it works. So I did heat set this one already. And because I said I wasn't going to in my first video, then I decided I needed to update my card. So I have my original number of the Oahu 60 and 36 skin tone sets. So I've only done the ones that I figured I will use today. So please forgive me. This is all I have done so far. So I took, 10 minutes to transfer them quick. So like if we're using, I'm thinking E40 is probably going to be a pretty good one. This one says E342 is going to be my darker tone of this one, and E3 or 533 is going to be the darkest tone. So technically how the new number system works is E is kind of like your color family. The second number here is going to be 0 through 9. That's going to be like an E1, an E2, E3. So those are supposed to kind of go in the same color family, right? And then so if we're looking at the last two digits, if it has two digits, it's going to either be 0 through 17, I think. I haven't found a 17 yet, but I think it was 0 through 17 or 0 through 16, whatever. The higher the number, the darker the color. So, closer to black is going to be, or closer to the darkest shade is going to be the highest number. So technically we could take E533 here, which is, the new number is E515, and then we should be able to go down to this one or this one. And I think we're going to be able to do a big enough jump with that E13 in the new number. 340 is the old number. And then for the skin tone on my little monkey man, I like the E494, or I really like the warm gray 140, but I don't know what the new number is on that one. Let's see here. I did 2 pages of these. Okay. I just did the E's. So E, we could definitely probably go the Y, YR. I might just do one color on that one. I think I'm just going to do the YR04, which is E494. I like the cream color one too, but I don't know if that's in my 40 set. So 494. It's the pastel peach. I don't know what the new color name is because I put that sheet behind me, and well, wings. I haven't picked out wings yet. What color wings do we think it needs? I kind of want to go with purple wings because I think Wicked Witch, I think that like vivid purpley pink purple color. So I kind of like that one, but of course it can't be that dark. But we could do tip to tip, couldn't we? Let's do tip to tip on that one. The 651. I don't know what the new number is. Do I need to find that for you? The yellow. What's my number? 651. 651. Let's see, maybe I'll go this way. Let's go this way. The 651, it should be right here. Duh. Okay, so Deep Violet, which is now grape jelly deliciousness. It's RV 316 in the new numbering system. Grape jelly, I like it. We're going grape jelly and then colorless blender for my wings, I think. Okay, well, let's get to coloring. I know, it throws like a wrench into all of my previous videos. Don't worry, I'm not going back to redo them. That would be like, yeah, not happening. So for my little monkey, I'm just kind of give it shape right now. I don't know if we're going to do some finer detail stuff in here. We'll see how time permits. Yes, my voice sounds funny today. I don't know how it'll correct on the gloriousness of video editing. I've been living with some sick boys, namely my husband and my oldest son. And so me and the youngest have been like trying not to get sick. I think yesterday evening, I finally realized I was losing the battle. I didn't realize I was losing the battle until it was too late. Such is life, right? So I don't have it as bad as them. I'm hoping that it stays not too horrible, but I guess only time will tell. What am I doing today? I'm hoping a nap is in order, but I have a feeling that the field will be calling shortly. Not really the field, my husband, to say, I need to get in a tractor. It's that time of the year. I think that's why we always get sick, because we're always so stretched thin on time. It's supposed to rain again next week, and so they're trying to get everything done before it rains. There's nothing, being a farmer, there's nothing like when everything is out of the field, the crops are in, everything is spread and done, and it's just, yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's kind of like this big old weight off of your shoulders, because ultimately, you know, we just live in pure chaos most of the time, right? But there's just that calm when everything's done. Even if it didn't all go good, it's just, I feel calm when everything is done. Just because I know that at least we made it through the season without any bad injuries or, you know, total wrecks and chaos. I mean, there usually tends to be a little bit of chaos, but ultimately, I'm just coming back in with my darkest marker and adding some dot detail. Not that you can even see it at this point. I was just trying to give it a little bit more of a fur look. Coming in on that hairline there, I will zoom this in on replay, I do believe, or on video. So if you can see a little bit up here, I kind of do like just brush strokes up to kind of give it that hair standing on edge look. That's kind of what I was going for there. Monkey tails. What color are monkey tails? I kind of want to go with my lighter brown because I think it should be brown, but is it skin tone? I don't think so. All right, we're going to go brown monkey tail. I'm just going to go with the lightest color and do a double coat here and there. Double coat towards the bottom, single coat on the top. And then we're going to come in with our lightest pastel peach color here, and I'm just gonna color this all in one color. It's really light. It looks darker on my card, but maybe it's just because it's next to, and yes, I heat set this and it's still smearing. Hence why we're gonna try that Lisa Horton one. I've heard good things, and I'll get back to you. I think it's just because the alcohol, the lighter the tone, the more like blending solution is in it, and so therefore it just, I don't know, it pulls for some odd reason. It used to, the old ones, they've worked well. This new formulation, that's my only guess. And then once this is dry, I'm going to come back in and kind of hit the areas that I want it to be a little bit more darker in shade. And we will go with that one. Now for my tip on tip here, I haven't decided how dark I want these wings. I know they should probably be like yellow toned, and which I guess would be okay, right? But I'm really feeling, well, maybe they dye their wings. Why can't they dye their wings? You know, it'd be fun. Anyways, we're gonna try some dyed wings today. I'm gonna come in, and I'm actually gonna go backwards of what I was planning on doing. I'm gonna do the underside of the feathers here, like my darker color. 1, 2. I usually do a count. I didn't do a count on the first one. It kind of helps me to figure out like how long I need to get my color to be the same on both sides. I didn't do that today, so obviously it's not going to match. And then I also like to flip my marker as I do this, especially with this dark of a tone, and because I'm blending it out so much so, I'm gonna flip my marker color here just to kind of help to bring that one in. You can see it is still greatly on there. So yeah, just keep that in mind. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two. And I think I wanna and I'm gonna do circles on this one, kind of sort of towards the top here. A lot of times I will go straight lines when I do it this way if I want it to be all, you know, like gradient, but because I kind of want that lighter tone towards the top and just that darker tone on the bottom, I'm gonna continually like do circles as I'm coloring here. Maybe start out on the bottom with when I just do a tip to tip until it starts to fade out a little bit, and then I can kind of get a little bit more. I love how this one turned out. The outside was a little streakier, so I'm going to come back in and do just some touching up here. So I'm just going to kind of come back in here and add another layer of dark underneath this one. 1, 2. And then kind of come back in and just kind of blend this one in. Again, turning that marker to kind of try to get some more color out of it. And then scribble, sorry about the squeaks, scribble to kind of get that color off of the side here, because I ended up touching the side. And so it's going to run mostly clear. So once it's pretty clear, I'm good with that, and we should be good to roll. So that's, you know, it is what it is. I will probably make sure that it's good later when I'm all done. But there is our little flying monkey. Let's do, since I'm probably just going to end up hand cutting this one, I'm going to start my marker, my pen over here. So I use the Jelly Roll 08, and the Jelly Roll one is going to have that raised glaze effect. I think that's this one. I don't see any other ones. So this is the one that I use for those glossy eyes and noses. And so I'm just going to come in here. Once I make sure that it is running smoothly, I'm just going to come in and hit just the eye one more time. And so it's going to brighten up those eyes a little bit. And then we can come in with that Jelly Roll as well and do that little white dot. So if I was off a little bit, it'll be good there. I like the postage stamp idea, so I'm going to bring in, this one is Waffle Flowers Postage Collage A6 die, only because it has the frame on this one. I don't have the stencils or anything for this one. I may have bought the wrong one. I was supposed to buy the A2 one, and I bought the A6 one. You know, it is what it is. But I have this one, so I'm going to run this through the die cut quick. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm going to focus on, I kind of like this one because you can cut it here and you get a square, which is probably how we're going to use this one today. I'm going to keep it in the actual die. Now, I don't have the actual stencil for this one, which is, you know, it's another expense if you're buying them, right? But you can use your actual die cut as a stencil if you want to save that white border per se, and that's what I'm going to do today. I haven't decided. I think we should go. I was thinking about bringing in another stamp set for like the Wicked Witch in the background because I kind of like this one, but I don't want to stamp her yet. But if I'm going to do, well, I can do that and then just stamp her in. I was trying to decide what colors I wanted to go with. I think I'm going to use Faded, or Forest Moss, not Faded Moss. Forest Moss, and we're going to do this one with some flowers. Oh, girl. Okay. I should have probably found this before I got this far, but, you know, I'm thinking we'll go this way with it. We'll see. Anyways, so I'm gonna just kind of bring in my stencil here. I'm just gonna kind of add in some ooky spooky clouds. It's kind of where I'm going with this one. The omnibus, you know, I can't say that word today. My mouth isn't working. It happens a lot. Paley Theron is not the only one that can't say words. Jamie has also suffered from that affliction. Like, I can say it in my head, right? My mouth just doesn't want to say it right. Okay, that's what it is. Let's flip this one. So I'm just gonna keep doing my clouds. Shifting, moving my stencil, just kind of making it work. This way. And yes, you could go really dark and keep it really dark, like just keep dipping in if you want to keep it super dark. I'm just going to kind of go over my whole little triangles there. I'm thinking, if I'm using it as square, I'm just going to come in and do it this way, just so I have extra pieces if I decide that I want them later on. And I am doing this on Bristol Smooth Cardstock, if you are curious. I don't think I said. I might have gotten a little dark there. Okay. Do I want sparkles on this? Yes, I want sparkles on this. I mean, why wouldn't I want sparkles on this? So I'm using Windsor & Newton Iridescent Watercolor Medium mixed with a whole lot of water. And I'm just going to do a generous spritz here. Okay, well that was a lot generous, but anyways. I'm going to lift this off, and then we have our little panel piece there. Didn't need an extra stencil. And then I will just clean off my die cut here. Added bonus, I've already got water on it. I mean, it might be sparkly water, but I got water on it, so it'll clean up fairly easy. If you need to use it again, you can do like a rubbing alcohol will dry faster if you're cleaning off your stencils and you want to reuse them right away. It's one of those easier things to kind of do and get done. So back to our original stamp set here. I think so. If we do Flying Monkey Delivery Service, he's not going to fit there though. I'd have to do like, I was thinking doing him here. If we do this one here and okay, Flying Monkey Delivery Service, we could do that. Fly My Pretty Fly. I wish I had a smaller Wicked Witch to go in the background there, but I think that's what we'll do. Okay, so we're going to come in with, I'm going to chop that off, but first I'm going to do this and we'll go that route eventually. Okay, it is still wet. I know it is still wet. I'm just going to make it work. Put that one up there. Okay, so we'll lay that little guy on there again. So Flying Monkey. And you could just totally do this in a square and mount it on your card that way. Flying Monkey. So delivery service over here. You are going to cause trouble. And we're going to bring in that VersaFine Onyx Black. It's going to stamp on top of that Oxide ink very well. And I'm not worried about, it's still wet, but it's kind of wet over on the other side where I'm not stamping it. So I'm not going to worry about it. So we're going to ink up both of those. And press down. One and done. And then I want to bring in, I think it would be fun to bring in like the little Wicked Witch here. So I'm using the Lovely Legs Witches Monkeys stamp set. And let's and we could go that route with it, but so I am going to use some little Post-its here. I just want her feet on there. I don't want it to like transfer onto the white parts. So just doing some simple masking here. Whoops, as I move everything and mess it all up, but I think we're good there. So I'm just going to bring in the VersaFine Onyx Black again, and I'm just going to add ink to that little top part. We didn't stamp very good. Why? Oh, I know why, because I'm trying to stamp on top of another stamp. The genius that is me didn't realize I was struggling here. Okay, take off the other stamp first, and then press down, and then it'll stamp. It'll be fine. So we have the little Wicked Witch ones here. Fly, my pretties, fly. And he's going to go here, so he's going to kind of cover that up. Maybe. Take those ones off. Ooh, let's do the one cackle from the witches. I think this one will fit on here. And for this one, I'm going to bring in, it really doesn't want to cooperate with me today, does it? Okay, I think we're good there. I'm going to bring in, I think, Seedless, Wilted, is it Wilted Violet? That's that, yeah, I think Wilted Violet's probably closer to my purpley pink there. Maybe not, but that's what my hope is. Seedless Preserve might actually be the right color, but we'll make this work. So we have my base one there. And then we set this one off to the side. Bring back in my paper cutter. It's still very much wet. And I'm just gonna line up my cut here. I just want it to kind of be in half, right? So it's kind of how I lined it up. I didn't measure it, I just kind of guessed it and went that way. Pop out the little circles that maybe didn't pop out yet. And then we can just pop. I think we put him on a little action wobbler would be fun. So we're going to bring in a little action wobbler. I think he's too little for a big action wobbler. I have the ones that are metal hanging around here somewhere. And can I just say they're probably higher quality than these little plastic doodads that fall apart. They might weigh a little more, but they're definitely, that's the wrong glue. Okay. Because I'm going on plastic here, I'm going to use my glitter art glue. Where my other one that I bought last week that we talked about, it's the cheaper one off of Amazon, which is the bookbinding glue. It works really well. I added a couple, it is water, like a water base, so I added a couple of drops of water. It flows a lot better with those couple of drops of water, and I like it. It's been working well. And then we're just gonna pop my little flying monkey in the middle. We need a piece of background paper here. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to bring in that Halloween Magic by Lori Whitlock Echo Park paper pack. I think we should have some good colors in here. So we could do the green on green. There was some purple. I love the purple plaid, but I don't think I have a purple plaid left. At least not one that is big enough, because it's purple plaid and you know I love plaid. Orange. We could do, I don't know, that might be too busy. Ooh, I kind of like that one. This one's just a swirly. Maybe we'll do this one. Okay. I was thinking I was going to settle for the polka dot one, but I like this one, so I think we're going this way. Amazing. And let's bring back in this one. And so we're going to cut this down to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then we're going to pop this on top and see kind of what we have room left. Oh, look, it was still wet and I touched it with my finger. Big surprise. Okay. I think we're going to go with that one, and then we'll do something down there. Let's have a look-see. We could definitely pull in the other part of that one. I was just thinking we could do, there's not like a long stamp with that one, but there's definitely, don't make me unleash my flying monkeys would definitely work. We could go with just a fun pattern down there. I don't know. That would be pulling an orange that I don't have. Let's do the bigger sentiment and call it good. Okay, I'm gonna move that off to the side. This one, stamp platform with my stamps that are dirty still in it. Pull this one in. So when I do lining up my sentiment, I'm gonna have this on there, but I'm not gonna have it glued down yet, because if I mess this up, I can flip it and do it on the top side. So we can do Happy Halloween, Don't Make Me, Unleash My Flying Monkeys would definitely work. Don't Make Me Drop a House on You. Eat, Drink, and Be Scared. Happy Halloween. I think I'm gonna go with the Don't Make Me Release My Flying Monkeys. And I think I'm gonna do this in white. And I'm gonna go, well, if we pull this down and we pull this down. So let's go here, figuring I can move that one down as well. Okay, tuck that back in. I think I'm going to be able to stamp okay with it, so I'm just going to leave that in there. Maybe. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to come in with my anti-static powder tool, put some powder on there, and then bring in my Versamark watercolor or watermark stamp pad, or if you have a specific embossing stamp pad. It's kind of the same. I think it's a glycerin based. I do believe. Don't quote me on that. And it stays sticky for a little bit longer. You can definitely do it with the Tim Holtz Distress Oxides because it's an oxide pigment mix, but keep in mind it dries faster than the Watermark ink does. You can also use the VersaFine on there. Granted, VersaFine Black is probably not the greatest one to use if you are using the white, if you want it white. You can, I've had some luck. My best white for stamping sentiments is actually the Stays On white that you have to like re-ink right before you stamp it. We've maybe done it on this series, but I can't remember. I know I've done it on other videos, and I like it. It's just an extra step or two. Well, kind of like this. It's okay. So, the other white one, I've tried the Hero Arts, I think it's Unicorn. Which one is this one? The Unicorn ink. I know there's a Yeti colored pigment ink pad. I just have a really hard time with them stamping well. It could be just user error on my part. I don't know. I'm just telling you what I prefer. So if I want a crisp white sentiment, this is how I do it. Versamark. And the fine white, the Brutus Monroe Alabaster White embossing powder has been my go-to for quite a while now. I think I'm okay with that. I mean, we could go up there, but I'm thinking I'm going to move it down just a little bit. So I will bring in my glue. Maybe. It probably would have been cool if I just had a big postage stamp die and just did it. I mean, I think I have a really old postage stamp die, but it's like, it's not quite A2 sized. It's kind of odd sized. It's an old Tim Holtz one. I like it. It's just not like, it's like an odd size card when I use it. But that, if I'd had something like that in like a square, like a nesting die set, this would have been fun to just do a square that was postage stamp style. And I like the look. My sentiment might be crooked, possibly. There, the monkey's flying, you can't tell. Okay. wiggle this a little bit and try to center it a little bit better. Hold, hold. Try to get that to stay down. And let's bring in a card base. That is not scored. So this one is an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper cut in half lengthwise, so 4 1/4 wide by 11, and I'm just going to score it at that 5.5. Usually I just grab a stack and score them. I am out of scored ones. It's one of those projects I do when I'm not in the mood to like create, but I still want to do something in my create space. Die cut, score things, cut card bases, all the good fun things. Okay. Oh look, it still gets clogged in my tip like everything else did. Different glue, same problem. Okay. It's why I moved to the removable tips, like I think they're Lure Lock or something like that. It's like what you would put on, it's a blunt tip needle that you put on a glue bottle. And I like it. It's my favorite because they're like, you know, super cheap, but I can just pop it off, throw that one in water, and it'll clean it up, and just pop a new one on there while it's soaking. And then I have a whole new, wow, my gluing skills today are, my lining up skills are sad today. I'm blaming it on my not feeling 100% today. That's what I'm going with. I don't know if I like her tootsies up there now. I maybe should have just had a hat. I don't know. It is what it is. Sometimes, you know. Let's do the inside. So for this one, I'm going to bring in another monkey from that Flying Monkeys stamp set. I think they're just so stinking adorable. Can I be honest? The Wizard of Oz, the monkeys in there when I was little, scared the bejeebus out of me. Just saying. But, you know, now I totally understand where she was coming from. Just get off my lawn, man. Leave me alone. That's all she wanted. I'm just going to go with a Happy Halloween on the inside. Oh, I'm mixing stamp sets. We'll see if this stamps, well, no, let's go this one first. I am going to do the monkey first. And because my monkey on the front is brown, I'm going to bring in Gathered Twigs Distress Oxide ink. And I'm just going to stamp it. I love stamping with colors on the inside because I don't color the insides, right? Or at least I normally don't color the inside images, and so stamping them with color I think is fun, but totally do that on the outside. If coloring's not your thing, stamp the image in brown and call it good. Like, don't freak out about not coloring things. It's just something I love to do, so therefore I do it. And that will go in. And so this one, I probably would have stamped this one separately anyways, because ultimately I can get the Halloween closer in, or even on top of the little, well, maybe we'll go closer in. I won't go over. But I wouldn't have been able to stamp this one this close to the monkey if I would have stamped it beforehand. So just keep that in mind if that's something that you're trying to do. I'm going to bring in Seedless Reserve because I think this one actually goes better with the purple that I used on the monkey wings on the front. Yeah, it looks like it. Definitely more that reddish purple look. I think we're actually good with the one-time stamping. So Seedless Preserve instead of, which one did I do? Wilted Violet? Yeah. Well, you know. It's on top of green on the front. Nobody will know the difference. It's all good. Okay. So there we have the inside, just a Happy Halloween with that cute little monkey, and then of course on the front, Fly, my pretties, fly. Flying monkey delivery service. Just one cackle from the wicked witch, and we will come and carry you away. I want to do some glossy accents on my monkey eyes. I just think they need something. He would be cute to put googly eyes on, probably. Oh look, Jamie's still using that old bottle that she said she was going to throw away like last May. It's still holding up. It just gets caught in the tip a little bit. I did see that they have them in a 2-ounce size on the Ranger website, which mine is the paper mosaic glaze, just because that's what the kit was. It's the same stuff as glossy accents. Is crystal accents the other name for it? I don't remember. I know I have a new bottle from close to my heart here somewhere that theirs was like crystal accents, or what is it? Liquid glass. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's, you know, I think it's still good. It's in an open bottle, so it should be okay. Hi. He's crying. Let's put your teardrops back in your eyes there, sir. I'm just coming in with my finger to clean up my little oopsies there. He's got some nice glossy eyes that will be coming of him. Let's add in some, let's see what I have for Halloween trinkets and such. There's some purple, but it's not the right purple. We could just do, I have a mirrored glass one or black licorice. Those are hearts. I don't really want hearts. Is there like a ladybug? Ladybug spots. Here we go. Well, I think we'll just do ladybug spots. I don't think I have a matching purple, so we'll use this one. I'm just going to come in with a couple of ladybug spots to kind of add. And this would have been really cute with like some postage stamp things, I guess. Okay, let's find, I was cleaning again, can't find anything. Okay. Now these have both shiny, these are the ladybug spots from Trinity Stamps. They have both the shiny and matte black dots or sequences, holeless sequences. So you can mix and match if you so choose. I'm going to mix and match just because I'm not that picky, and I think it'll look good one way or the other. Let's go with the big one. Maybe. You're the same size. I want the big one. There we go. We're getting into that season where it's going to be cold in the house again, and my wax tip is not going to work very well as I put my finger in the pile of glue. Okay. So there we did some on the top, some on the bottom, kind of filling in a little bit of that space. We could have put some on the bottom, but I think it's fine as is. If you really don't like that open space, you could definitely take an accent piece of paper, maybe in that green tone, and add that underneath there. Would be kind of cute. Get out of my finger, would you? Okay. Yeah. They're hiding, I tell ya. Okay. Just like them little Asian beetles that are all over the farm. Oh, they're everywhere. Does anyone else have those issues? Yeah, they'll be everywhere. Every window that the sun hits in the winter, or it gets a little bit warm, we will have a new batch that has been brewed. Anyways, so there is my let's start stamping card for today. Not where I was planning to go at all, but it's cute. I like it. You know, definitely brings that Wicked Witch mood that I have going on today. I will trim this off after it's all done and maybe fold it a little bit straighter. Yeah, my angles are off today, that's all I gotta say. Happy Halloween. I hope you guys have an amazing Halloween week next week. Hopefully I will be back here on Saturday with a new Let's Start Stamping card. So have a good one. Bye.